All right, guys, this is lesson 2. Let's go. Okay. Domain and range. Okay, so we talked about this last time. Hey, guys, take your highlighter that you have and set it on your desk, will ya? When we take notes, I highlight a lot. I think it would really actually be awesome if you had a couple of different colors. Because we're going to highlight what I think is going to be on the midterm and the final, which I think is also important. So anyway, get a highlighter if you haven't, grab it if you've got it. Okay, so domain, we already talked about that. Okay, the domain is what comes in, and those are the X values, and they go on the, yeah, it says right there, those are the X values. It goes on the X axis, the horizontal axis. And then the range is what comes out, and those are all the Y values. So I'm sure you guys knew that before. Domain is X, range is Y, right? Okay, you're going to have to really know a notation that's called interval notation. It's easy, and most of the time Weber State has you write your answer in interval notation, so it's really good, okay? If you close with parentheses, okay, this does not include the endpoints. So what that means is, you guys, you're going to have like a greater than or a less than, okay? But no equal signs with those, okay? Make sure when I write it that you write it, okay? So you get all this down. If you have an equal sign, it includes the endpoints, and you close it with brackets. So when you do that, is you have a less than equal to or a greater than equal to. So it's got the equals in there, means brackets, okay? And then over here to the right, sometimes you can have a bracket on one end and a parenthesis on the other, and that's totally fine. They don't have to be the same, okay? I think I'm going to skip over this right here. We're going to go right there, okay? Find the domain and range of the following graphs. Write your answer in interval notation. Okay, what I want you to do right now is I just want you to relax, okay? Hopefully, all of you guys totally understand this. I packed up all my stuff, and I want a yardstick. Okay, I don't have one. That's all right. Okay. Domain and range. Everybody look right here. Some people struggle with this. You want to understand this, so just watch, okay? Just kind of kick back and take this in. Okay, domain is X. The X-axis goes like this, okay? It's the horizontal axis. You always start small. Everybody say that, start small. Where are the numbers small on the X-axis? To the right or to the left? Everybody talk to me. To the left. So we're going to start on the left. Everybody watch right here. If I made a vertical line right there, is that vertical line touching the circle? Talk to me, yes or no? No. Everybody in the room, yes or no? No. If I move further to the left, am I going to touch it? No. So I've got to move this way, and then finally I touch it, right? What's that X value where I touch it? Everybody talk to me. -2, okay? I think my mic just went out. -2. So, okay. If I don't have a mic, I'm going to be so sad. Okay. Okay. -2. Everybody put a -2 right there. Does it actually touch a -2? Pay attention, you two, please. Does it actually touch a -2? Everybody tell me yes or no. Does it touch it? Talk to me. Yes, it does. So if it touches it, how do I close it? With a parenthesis or a bracket? With a bracket. So everybody close it right there. Then put a comma. Now I want you to look right here. And maybe this is like so crazy easy to you, right? Well, what's wrong with that? You know what I mean? To understand your math class. There's nothing wrong with that. So here we are at a -2. I'm going from the left to the right. Does a -1 touch it? I want everybody to answer me yes or no. Yes. How about a 0? Yes. How about a 1? Yes. How about a 2? Yes. How about a 3? No. So you go back to a 2. And you guys said, yes, it was touching the 2, right? So we're going to close it with a 2. And tell me how to do that with a bracket or a parenthesis. With a bracket. Okay, let's do range. Or we just relax. Range is Y. Okay. You start where? Where did we say? Start what? Start small. Everybody say that. Start small. Where's the y-axis small? Top or bottom? Bottom. Okay, we're going to start at the bottom. Everybody look. Just look right here. Start at the bottom. Here's a horizontal line. Okay. Am I touching the circle?
No.
If I go lower, am I touching it? No. So I go from the bottom to the top, and I stop when I touch it, and there it is. What's that value? Can you count it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's -5. So everybody put a -5. Everybody in the room, tell me how to close that -5. With a bracket. Okay, look right here. I know it's easy, and that's a wonderful thing. Look. -4. Every person in the room, I want you to talk to me. Yes or no? Yes. Here? Yes. 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 How about this? No. So you go back. Where does it end? -1. Bracket, everybody, or parenthesis? Bracket. So easy. Isn't it wonderful to understand your math class, right? Okay, here we go for the next one. Domain is, you tell me, is domain X or is domain Y? X. Put your arm the way the x-axis goes. Okay, where are the x values small? To the right or to the left? To the left. Okay, you can put your arm down. So here I am to the left. Okay, I make my line that I'm checking perpendicular to the x-axis. So if the x-axis is here, my check line goes the other way. Okay, these things right here keep going. I could get my pen and I could make them keep going. Okay, they go on forever. Does this line touch that graph? Everybody in the room, yes or no? Yes, it does. If I go clear over here, does it touch it? Yes. If I go clear to that wall, does it touch it? Yes. How far can I go that way? Forever, right? What's forever? Infinity, but if I'm going that way, it's what? Negative infinity, right? So everybody go negative infinity. And infinity and negative infinity is always close with a tell me. With a parenthesis. Then do a comma. Okay? Everybody look right here. Just relax. Touches it. Touches it. Touches it. Touches it. Touches it. Touches it. Tell me. No. So you go back. What's that value? 2. Bracket or parenthesis? Bracket. Love it. Okay, let's do range. Range is Y. Everybody put your arm the way the y-axis goes. Where are they small? Top or bottom? Because you start small. Bottom. Okay, so I'm down here. I'm really low. This goes forever. Remember, I'm checking the Y, so my check line goes perpendicular to that. This goes forever. Does this line touch that graph? Tell me. Yes. What if I go here? Yes. Everything, right? Then it touches it, touches it, touches it, touches it. Is it still touching it? How far? Forever. So what is it? It's everything, right? So how do we say everything? We say negative infinity with a parenthesis to infinity with a parenthesis. Done. Who says that's easy? So easy. Show me. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Example 2. Now it's going to get a little more tricky. Find the domain and the range. Everybody just kick back and watch. Okay, I'm going to go a little faster. Domain is X. This goes X. Where's it small? On the left. My check line is perpendicular to that. Yes or no? Talk to me. No. How about this way? No. How about right here, there, right? To 4. So is it 1 to 4? Tell me. Is it 1 to 4? Why not? Say it again. Who's talking to me? Doesn't tell me. It doesn't touch the 4. Is there anything else that it doesn't touch? How do you know it doesn't touch the 2, honey? Yeah, the open circle means, yeah, there's nothing there. So it goes from 1 to 2. It touches the 1, but it doesn't touch the 2. Who says I understand that? Give me feedback. Raise your hand if you understand that. Okay, so we're going to go from 1 with a, tell me again, how do I close that? Bracket. comma, 2, 2 with a what? With a parenthesis. Now I want you to put a U, okay? A U means, did we talk about this? Okay, I did in my 1050, so I get confused. A U means or, okay? U means here comes some more stuff, okay? So it does not touch a 2. It does touch a 3. It doesn't touch a 4. So should I do this? Should I go 2 with a parenthesis to 3? Since it doesn't touch the 4, then I stop it at 3. Is that what I do? No, because then I'm forgetting all this business in there, right? So it's from 2 to what? Tell me, guys. 2 to 4, and they're both closed with, talk to me, parentheses. Yay, you guys are awesome. Okay, range is Y. Start small. Small is low. Move it up until you touch it. Where's the first place it touches it? A 3. But does it really touch a 3? No. So we're going to go 3 with a, tell me, 3 with a parenthesis. Now, people get confused right here. Watch. 3 touches it. Oh, that's supposed to be negative. Thank you. Does a negative 2 talk to me? Yes or no?
Yes.
How about a negative 1?
Yes.
How about a 0? It's gone. Does a 0 touch it?
Yes.
Yeah, right here. Right? How about a 1?
Yes.
1 does not. So do I do a 0? No, I got to get that. So I go 1 with a, tell me, parenthesis. So it's a negative 3 with a parenthesis to a positive 1 with a parenthesis. Here's the graph people got confused on before. Check this out. What if that was opened? Don't change yours, but let's just talk about it. If that's open, it doesn't touch a negative 3, but I'm going to list it with a parenthesis. It touches a negative 2. Does it touch a negative 1? That's an open circle. Does it touch a negative 1? Tell me.
Yes.
It does touch a negative 1. It touches it right there. So if that's an open circle, your range would be exactly the same. Who says I understand that? Raise your hand. Okay, yay. All right, let's keep going. Find the domain and range. This time write your answer in set notation. I don't think you're really going to have to do set right now, but you will in 1050. Okay, so domain is X. Start on the left. First place that hits it is a negative 3. Everything hits it until you get to a 6. Okay, so let's write it in both ways. Let's write right here interval, because interval is so wonderful and easy. So interval is negative 3 with a bracket to positive 6 with a bracket. Now, in inequality form, here's how you do it. Here's how you say in between there. If it's between, it goes like this. Negative 3 is less than X is less than 6. But that's not right. It's not perfectly right. Can anybody tell me what's wrong with that? They've got the equal sign. You're exactly right, honey, on both of them, because it does equal 6 and it does equal negative 3. Here's set notation. It's called set, add the word builder. Set builder notation is what we were called it. Set notation, set builder, it's the same. Here's what you do in set notation. You make a brace. And then you do an X. And then you do a vertical line, which means such that. And then inside of there, you put that inequality form. Negative 3 is less than or equal to X is less than or equal to 6. Close it off. That's your set notation. Okay, let's do range. Range is Y. Everybody in the room, I want you to shout out, what is the smallest Y that touches my graph? Talk to me. Shout it out. A 1. Does it touch it? Yes. And then what's the biggest one that touches it? It's kind of hard to read. We're going to say it's a 6. Does it actually touch the 6? Talk to me. Yes, it does. And does it touch everything in between a 1 and a 6? Yes. Okay. So we're going to say 1. You always do the first number first. Less than or equal to. I'm not going to put X. What am I going to put? Y is less than or equal to 6. And then in set builder notation, it's Y such that 1 is less than or equal to Y is less than or equal to 6. And then you're done. easy. Yes, honey.
How come you did the inequality notation on this one?
Why'd I do the inequality inside the set?
No, like on example 3 and not on example 2.
Oh, why'd I do the
inequality notation?
Because they asked me to put it in Set Builder.
Oh, so you were just
Yeah. Because you have to know inequality to do set. Yeah, good question, honey. Okay, here's example 4. I'm just trying to look at how much more we have. Okay, here's example 4. You have a job making $11.25 an hour. The given graph represents pay as a function of hours worked. I want every person in the room to do this. Highlight pay or underline it. Highlight hours worked. Put an arrow to the pay. Put an arrow to the hours worked. What am I going to have you do? We did it last time. Which one's the input? Which one's the output? Put those down. Okay. Does it go input is a function of output or output is a function of input? Which one? Output is a function of input. So right here, if you didn't yet, put output. And right here, if you didn't do it yet, put input. Okay. So what's the input? Hours worked. You guys, you know how else you know besides that sentence? The input is the X, that's on the table. The Y is the pay. So that's easy, right? The output is the pay. Write a verbal statement describing how much you get paid as work. So listen, if you work 2 hours, you get that much money. If you work 4 hours, you get that much. How did they figure out how much you get paid? Write a full sentence. A capital, a subject, a verb, a period, all that stuff. Go ahead and write that out. How did they figure that out? You're not waiting to come in here, right? Okay, good. Okay. Okay. Bailey. Oh, you were saying.
Teachers, pardon this interruption. Our student body officers are coming around to your third period classes to distribute lanyards that will be the official holders of student ID cards. We want to be able to start taking attendance on Tuesday with the ID cards. So students will get a lanyard during third period, and then students who do not have an ID card, you will come to the cafeteria commons area during lunch. We will have tables set up with cards there based on your grade and your last name. So please come and get your ID cards if you don't have them yet during lunch. But every student should get a lanyard during third period as the officers come around now. Thank you.
So you have to have your ID card around your neck at all times and buzz yourself to get into class. I think that's kind of cool. I like it. And I'm going to be strict with it. If you don't have your ID card, go to the office. And that way everyone will always bring them. Okay, no, this is so random. You look so much like my daughter's friend. Like I can't stop staring at you. I'm like,
really?
maybe it's really her. Maybe it's really her. I'll show you a picture later. She's beautiful, just like you.
Oh.
Okay, so tell me your answer, sweetheart.
The number of hours you work determines how much you get.
Okay, and how does it determine? Go deeper, sweetheart. You don't have to, you can just talk to me.
The more hours you work, then you'll get paid $11.20 per hour.
Good. So that's good. I think it could be better. Here's what I would say. You take the number of hours you worked and you multiply it by 11.25. Right? Who put something like that? Okay. So tell me your name again.
Haley?
Bailey. So I would totally have given you credit. Could it have been better? Yes. Okay. So you guys look right here. I don't think I talked to you about this poster before. I feel like part of this problem with teens and anxiety and depression and all that terrible stuff, you feel like you have to be perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. So you gotta relax on yourself. So Bailey, right? She did it. It was okay. Could have been better. You don't have to be perfect, Bailey, to be amazing. So were you perfect right then? Nope. Are you amazing? Yes. Now you understand. You're going to write it down in your paper. You're going to get right on your test and quiz. So it's okay. It's okay. Everything's not perfect. Okay? Okay, good. Okay, next one. Write the verbal statement in step C as an equation in function notation. Okay, so I'm going to start you. So I'm going to go G of H. Now, everybody freeze for 2 seconds. I want to guide you through this, but you're going to do it by yourself. If I have G of H, does it make sense to have an X right there in my equation? Tell me. Go ahead. Don't be afraid ever in here. Does that make sense?
No.
What should be over there? An H, right? So you do it now. Write some kind of equation that takes H, which is the hours worked, and figure out your pay. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Here are the liners.
Don't you want to pass it out?
I mean, I can if you want me to,
No.
but.
Do I know you?
Natalie Sorensen. I don't have a class with
You
you.
look familiar. Maybe I have one of your siblings. Did the teachers get one of these?
I'm not sure.
I
I think
hope
there's
so.
25. Is there 24 kids in this class?
24.
24. I think there's 25 in that back, so you probably.
Okay, so hopefully there's one for me. Thank you, sweetheart.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so the equation right here, Braxton, what'd you put, bud?
G of H equals 11.25 times
11.25, and then what did you say, times H? Okay, is he right? Yeah, write it down if you didn't, okay? Okay, question E, I want you to do it by yourself. Determine the value of G of 6 and describe what it means in words. You guys, when it says words, if you don't write a full sentence, you're not going to get credit. Capital, subject, verb, a period or some kind of punctuation. So my daughter's friend's name is Maddie. And my daughter's name is Maddie. Okay. Brooklyn, what did you put, sweetheart? What you have G of 6 equals what, honey?
6750.
Okay. How did you do that?
I just put 6 times 11.25.
Okay, so look what she did, guys. She went G of 6 is 11.25 times 6, and she got 67.5. Beautiful, wonderful, great. Did anybody not do that? What did you do? She looked at the table. She said 6 hours is 67.5. So guess what? You both got it right. You did it different. It doesn't matter. Okay? It doesn't matter. What does it mean? It means that if you work 6 hours, you make $67.50. Okay? Awesome. Okay, look right here. If f of x represents the area of a rectangle, put a star by this. This is kind of a strange question, and it came up on the midterm or the final. And I'm just telling you that I don't really love it. So anyway, f of x represents the area of the angle of rectangle, where f of x is the area and x is the side length. Let's write that down. So let's say x is the side length, and that f of x, which is also y, those are the same thing, means the area. Okay? So they want you to say what f of 3 is. What does it stand for? Okay? I'm going to help you because I don't think it's super easy. I'll see if anybody wants to try. First of all, I want you to tell me, is that 3 An X or is it a Y? Talk to me. It's an X because you say f of X. You don't say f of Y, right? So if a rectangle, because that's the figure we're talking about, has a side length of 3, and it doesn't even say like inches or whatever, so we'll just leave it, comma, f of 3 is the area. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't love how I wrote that. Let's do this. Draw a line right there. This is acceptable. There's a better way. Okay? F of 3 represents the area of a rectangle that has a side length of 3. So it's really easy. You have to know that the f of whatever is the area, so the f of 3 represents the area, and the 3 is the side length. So anyway, okay, we're going to do some order of operations. If you bought the calculator, take it out, okay? We're going to do some calculator work. Here we go. So order of operations. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. Everybody tell me what the P stands for. Parentheses. Let's write this down. E is what, everybody? Exponents. Take the M and the D and hook them together, and take the A and the S and hook those together. So the M is multiply, the D is divide, the A is the add, and the S is the subtract. I hooked them together because we really only have 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like that. If you have multiply and divide in the same step, what do you do first? Multiply because it's listed first, or what do you do?
Whatever comes first, go left.
Yep, left to right. So go L to R, L to R. Okay, here we go. Find f of 3. Everybody put an equals right there. Here's your f of x right there. See this x right here and this x right here? You're going to put a 3 in there, okay? So everybody go negative and then go parenthesis 3, right with me, squared plus 2 times 3 plus 1. Grab your calculator. We're going to put it right in our calculator exactly the way we see it. If you don't have a calculator, you need to get a calculator, okay? Okay, hit the white negative button. And then go parenthesis 3, close it. Hit the x squared on the left side. Plus 2 parenthesis 3, close it. Plus 1, hit enter, and we've got a negative 2. You know what? Weber State's going to let you do that. Go right to your answer. So that's what we're going to do. Okay? Next one, find g of 3. Everybody go right here. And right where you see that x, put in a 3. So everybody go the square root of 3 minus 2 times 3, like that. Who has a calculator? Raise your hand if you're doing this with me. Do a big raise hand. Okay, about a third of you. Okay, here's how you do this, guys. Hit second, go down to the x squared, and then go 3 minus 2 parenthesis 3, close it, enter, and you get an error. Can anybody tell me why you get an error? Because you end up with a negative, and you can't have a negative in the square root on here, okay? So we're going to say not possible. That's all we're going to say, and we're done, okay? You have to show, see the work that I showed there? You have to show that when you do that on your homework, okay?
You don't have to solve, like, you don't have to show.
No, you
That's
can
so
just,
nice.
I know they'll let you do it. So we're just going to stick it in. Yeah, I know, it's nice, huh? Okay, find k of 3. So here's k of x, and there's no x there. Wherever I see an x, I put in a 3, but I don't see an x. Somebody tell me what the answer is. It's just 1, yeah. K of 3 is 1 because there's no x to put a 3 in for. So there's your answer, okay? Find f of negative 3. Okay, we have to write it out correctly or you won't get credit. Go negative parenthesis. Negative 3, close it and square it. Plus 2 parenthesis negative 3 plus 1. Just make it easy on yourself, and whatever that number is, put it in parentheses because we're going to put it in our calculator anyway, okay? Those of you with the calculator, let's do it. You hit the negative, the white negative button. Then go parenthesis, the white negative button, 3, close it off, x squared, plus 2 parenthesis negative 3, close it, plus 1, hit enter, you get a negative 14, and you're done. That's it. Okay, next one. Find h of negative 3. Okay, so here's your h right here. So you're going to go 2 parenthesis, negative 3, close it, and square. Grab your calculator. 2 parenthesis, the white negative button, 3, close it, x squared, hit enter, put equals 18, and you're done. M of negative 3. Here's your m of x right there. So go absolute value, negative 3 minus 3, close it. Now, one bummer is this calculator does not have an absolute value button. So you have to remember how to do it, okay? And this actually, right here, did come up on something because I added the absolute value in there this year because it came up on a midterm or final. So whenever I tell you it came up, it's important. So make sure that you note it, okay? So don't do this. Look what some people do. They go, well, the absolute value of negative 3 is a 3. The absolute value of negative 3 is a 3. And that gives me a 6. That's not how you do it, okay? What you do is, it's like parentheses, order of operations, right? Negative 3 and a negative 3 is a negative 6. Absolute value of negative 6 is a 6. So you get the same answer, but you just got lucky that you got the right answer. It won't always give you the right answer. So do it correctly. Okay, find f of, what in the world is that? Does anybody know the name of that? Is it alpha? Who thinks it's alpha? Who's like pretty sure it's alpha? Okay, we're going to call it alpha. I don't know what it is. It's just like a, you know, funny symbol. This is so easy. All you do is go into that f of x, and wherever you see an x, you put in that symbol. That's all you do. So put in equals, go negative, put in that symbol, squared, plus 2, put in that symbol, plus 1, and you're done. That's it. I mean, that's the easiest one. Just replace the x with the symbol. That's all you do. Okay, let's do the next one. So this is equals 2, and then in parentheses, put in x plus 1 and squared. Now, this one's going to be trickier. Okay, I want everybody to write down the word simplify. If you are told to simplify, you guys, here's the directions of simplify, okay? No, here are the definition. No parentheses in your answer. So my problem is not simplified, and we want to simplify it. I do not say, I don't do this. X squared is x squared, 1 squared is 1. That's wrong. What do I do? Someone tell me. Go ahead, thanks, bud. And how do I do that? Let's write it twice. X plus 1 times x plus 1. Don't distribute the 2. Do not distribute the 2. That's a train wreck. How do I do that, bud? X plus 1 times x plus 1. Uh-huh. Yeah. 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 You know what I call it? Maybe your teachers have before? FOIL. Right? If you haven't FOILed, you do it whatever method you learned. Leave the 2. X times x is x squared. I'm going to do the O and the I in my head and pull them together in my head. So 1 times x is x. 1 times x is x. X plus x is 2x. 1 times 1 is 1. Is that guy simplified? Talk to me, everybody. No. Distribute the 2. 2x to the second plus 4x plus 2, and you're done. That's it. Okay? All right, 2 more of these. We're almost done. Find k of x squared plus 1. Everybody look at your k of x equation. Everybody in the room tell me what's the answer. 1. Done. Easy. K of anything is going to give you 1. Okay, find M of 5. Here we go. Put an equal sign. Absolute value of 5 minus 3. Is there an absolute value button on my calculator? No. Do I do the absolute value 5 and then the absolute value 3 and then pull them together and get an 8? No. You do the inside stuff, right? 5 minus 3 is a 2. Absolute value of 2 is a 2 and you're done. When you get that absolute value, I know you guys know this, the absolute value is always what sign? Tell me. It's always a positive. So even if that was a negative 2, the answer would still be positive 2. Okay, we have one more problem. I'm going to see if you can do it by yourself. If you can't, it's okay. If the point, this has been on, this is big right here, and it's easy, and I know it was on something. I remember. Okay, if the point 2, negative 1 lies on the graph, use function notation to express this fact. Function notation is this f of x business. Okay, so try. It's no big deal if you can't get it right. We're going to erase our notes and get it right, and that's all that matters. Okay, f of something equals something, right? That's an x. What's the x value right there? A 2. What's another name for f of x? Y. So f of your x value is equal to your y, which is negative 1. That's it. Who knew that already? Raise your hand. Okay, I would bet $10 that that's going to be on your midterm. And now everyone's going to get it right. It's going to be awesome. Okay, that's it. Is everybody good? Okay,